I do solemnly, sincerely and truly declare.
Rydon were Grenfell's builders, and this is their most senior director who will appear in front of the inquiry.
Nothing but the truth.
Could we start, please, by your giving your full name?
Stephen William Blake.
Stephen Blake was responsible for appointing all Grenfell's building managers, but the top 3 roles he gave on the refurbishment were all newly promoted and lacking experience.
Was it common at Rydon for these 3 essential roles all to be occupied by newly promoted employees on the same project?
It's not necessarily common, but that's recognition of their abilities to do so. So it's a young, progressive team.
Would you accept that the flip side of that is that you were putting into this project 3 individuals who each had no prior experience of the role and position to which you were promoting them?
Yeah.
The people appointed to Grenfell not only lacked experience, but Rydon actually overstated the abilities of one of their managers when trying to win the contract from the council. The inquiry looked at the CV of the project manager, Simon O'Connor, included in its submission to Kensington and Chelsea. It contained 6 inaccuracies about his expertise.
Can you explain how all of these inaccuracies, or any of them indeed, came to be in Mr. O'Connor's CV in this tender document?
Specifically, no.
Do you accept that you are responsible for these misstatements about Mr. O'Connor's experience and qualifications?
The tender went out in my name, so yes, I am.
That makes Mr. O'Connor's CV a thoroughly misleading document indeed. Would you accept that?
In the way you've described it, then I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, I agree with that.
It also emerged that Rydon met members of the Kensington and Chelsea Council in Brighton before they got the contract. It was this housing conference in 2014. Rydon went on to win the Grenfell project. But during construction, Rydon made savings by switching to a cheaper and more dangerous type of cladding.
Do you accept that it was therefore in Rydon's own interest to push the selection of face-fixed ACM panels, because that was the most obvious way for Rydon to recoup its £212,000 costing error?
That is a mechanism to do that, yes.
Mr. Blake will continue his evidence when he returns tomorrow. Martel, ITV News, at the Grenfell inquiry.